a little chilly this morning. Turn. Since I had this MRA windscreen on here, I noticed it doesn't quite fit as snug as the OEM, but I guess that's to be expected. But you would think that a company that produces windshields would make them to fit. I don't know, at least it looks nice. Suppose that's something you don't see every day. Man, I didn't think I was going to get out of the house today. I was supposed to be gone like 15 minutes ago. Watch this tractor pull out in front of me. Cold goofing around with so many things, making sure all my stuff was charged, bring my phone, and I'm going to get my bike inspected because I finally registered it. So I've got to make sure I've got all the paperwork together and everything that's needed to get an inspection. You know, you got to make sure you got to get the boots, and you got to put the jeans on. You got to have the right socks, and then you got to have the wind pants, and then you got to have the jacket and the liner of the jacket, and that's got to be zipped in. You got to have the long sleeve shirt under it, and then you got to make sure you have the thing snaked through to go around your throat so that doesn't get cold. And you got to get your GoPro ready. You got to make sure you got batteries, and you got to have extra batteries, and then you can't forget your wallet. This is going to be a longer ride, so you got to make sure the scene is charged, and again you got to find the headphones. You got to make sure your phone's on, it's got the right playlist, and the volume of the phone is high enough to go to the Bluetooth so that you can hear it. By the time I had everything ready to go and I got dressed, and I'm standing there in all this gear and I'm sweating, and I got to bundle up because it's cold outside, and sweating like crazy, and then you get out into the cold and then your sweat freezes, and that's miserable. And somehow only 10 minutes late out of the house. Every Friday at 7 o'clock in the morning I have a meeting at the business that I own, and on the way back I'm probably a half mile from my house, and I go by and it's like, oh, that was weird, what was in the shadow? And I look in my rearview mirror and it's a guy on a motorcycle sitting in the shade. Like, I better turn around. So I turn around and go back to him like, hey, you alright? He's like, I just ran out of gas. Well, I don't have a gas can or anything, but you want to ride to the gas station? He's like, yeah, sure. Jumps in the car. You know, we start regular conversation. Like, oh yeah, what are you doing? Oh yeah, I've just come from this place, going home and start my other job. And he goes, oh, you know so-and-so? It's like, yeah. One of the guys that works there is one of his buddies. I'll have to tell him I found you. But I take this kid to the gas station. He's like, nah, I don't want to pay like 12 bucks for a gas can and then fill it with gas. Buys like a 2-quart water bottle, dumps out all the water, and then fills it with gas. It's like, yeah, they probably don't want me doing this. No, it looks like an approved container. There's all these signs here. It's like, do not dispense fuel into an unapproved container. So as one of the owners of this business, we're pretty young still. We're growing rapidly, which is kind of an odd feeling. But one of the things we have to do is potential investors, we meet with them and see if they're a good fit. We met with a guy the other night, late at night. It's kind of a casual meeting at a bar, and I threw a shirt on. I was like, man, this shirt seems a little itchier than I thought. And I even got into the garage before I got in my car and took the shirt off and shook it. Maybe I was shaving my beard and got some stubble in it, and now it's itchy. So I just shook it out and then put it back on. And when I got to the bar to meet everybody, I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? And I was introduced to the investor by another one of the guys that owns the business with me. It's like, oh, hey, this is Joe. I'm like, hey, Joe, how's it going? And immediately as I shook the guy's hand, a spider crawled out of the back of my shirt up my neck. So the reason that my shirt was itching is because there was like a huge spider web inside of it. And afterwards, the guys were like, if that happened to me, I would have freaked out and be like, ah! Spiders! But as part of this, I do all the technical stuff. So I manage the website, and it's manufacturing, so I do the computer programming for all the machinery. You know, like the robot arm with the drill bit on the end of it. I do all the programming for that, for all our products. And since I manage all the web stuff, unbeknownst to us, we were marked as spam. And we eventually noticed that the people we were sending emails to weren't receiving them, like not at all. We weren't getting bounce backs. It wasn't going to their spam folder. It just plain wasn't arriving. So it took me forever to actually prove to this hosting company that that was actually the case, that all our company's emails weren't going out. And then from there, once they admitted that there was an issue, they're like, all right, we'll open a ticket. And then it should be resolved in 12 to 24 hours. So 24 hours goes by. Hey, what's going on? Oh, looks like the ticket that they opened, it didn't get put in the right queue, so I did that. All right. At least for me, at this point, I was kind of upset that nothing has been done. But then at the same time, you're like, well, you know, give people the benefit of the doubt. They might be busy. They might have other things. They might be waiting for a specific person to come in to do it. Days and days would go by. I'd keep calling back, and there's a disconnect between the people that are answering the phones and the people that are actually processing the ticket. You can't get mad at the person that answers the phone because they have nothing to do with it. So to make a long story short, I was getting to run around for a while, and they kept escalating it to different levels of support people. We were blacklisted in their outbound email filter, so I had no way of actually doing the work. And it's frustrating because when you have no control over something and the other person that's supposed to be doing the work isn't doing the work, like, what do? My company spent about a month without being able to send an email. For a growing business that has 20 people that are trying to do work in the day, and that involves sending emails, a big frustration. So by the end of it, I spent all day on the phone trying to talk to somebody to get the work done, and online with their like chat service trying to get the work done. I was even like DMing their Twitter account.
You tell those spiders wrong. Oh yeah, tell.